that you have in life. And this is a great opportunity for us to teach, for us to all reset. And then let's get back to the work, man. I mean, I've said that when I got this job, you got to be all in.
Has Cade
Got too many people half in. They're in when you win.
Has Cade created kind of some pressure himself, holding on to the ball a little too long?
Yeah, I mean, he's had, like I said, he's had a bunch of good plays. He's had a few tough plays along the way. He's growing. He's growing. I mean, I think this kid's going to be amazing, and it's disappointing again when we attack these kids, these people that sit behind these microphones and these things, and they get off by attacking people, and we've just made that acceptable in our world. It's sad, man. It's just sad. We've made it acceptable and okay to just attack people. It's sad. I mean, it really is. This kid works his butt off. He's not perfect. He's growing. I think he's going to be a superstar. I think he's going to be a superstar. I really do. He ain't right now. But he's a hell of a competitor. And he's going to get better and better and better. I'll go battle that dude any day of the week. Yeah, he's got to do a lot better. There's a couple of plays there that he needs to make. He's a little bit more poise in the pocket. He's let it slow down a little bit. But we all need to do things better. But he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Why don't we get behind him and support him? He's our freaking quarterback. He's our quarterback. Let's get behind him. Let's go compete.
Yeah, you kind of started to go there, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you care less about people attacking you, and it's that they're attacking these kids, these players, and, you know, I hate to bring it back here, but, you know, fans are the first to say, you know, well, they're paid now, so now they're professional athletes, and now with all of, and it's just that side of it that I think I kind of hear from you is the extra frustrating part about this, that they're attacking
And
these
I don't
kids.
care if they are pro athletes. I don't care if it's a pro athlete. I still don't think it's acceptable to destroy people. People make a living by just attacking people. It's sad. I don't think that's okay. I don't care if it's Trevor Lawrence playing for the Jaguars right now. I don't care. I don't care what he's paid, man. I don't think they're still human beings. You know, and I still think there's a way to have fair criticism without, you know, just completely demeaning someone's humanity, which is now the clickbait society that we live in, and it's acceptable. I think that's sad. The adults have left the building in this country. I don't participate in it. I mean, I think if you're miserable, it's your own fault. I stay away from that crap. I don't deal with it. Stay away from it.
Coach, you mentioned Tyree made the transition from running back to receiver. He had an incredible punt return in the last game. He's a guy that you really have to wrap up, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's a running back, you know, playing wide out. When he gets that ball, I mean, he knows what to do. He breaks tackles. He's got good vision. He's got collision balance. You know, he's strong. He's a good player. And that was a good move. It's a good move for them. I mean, and they're loaded at back. They got several guys, you know, but it starts with that number 7.
You mentioned Cade's poise, trying to grow his poise in the pocket. Where is that in relation to the reads he's making? Are you seeing the improvement?
Yeah, he's got a great feel. He sees it. I mean, there's been a few plays where, you know, I wish he'd have maybe either processed it a little quicker or maybe come off. But he really sees it. He's got a great feel for it. He really does. And this kid is as smart as they come. And again, he's hyper competitive. He's our best chance to win. There ain't no doubt about it. And we've been in position to win every single game. As horrible as we are, we've been in position to win every single game. And we just, again, we're going through it's a tough year. It's a tough year. And it's my job to get us, you know, back where we want to be, and we will. We will. We have a lot of good years. Got a long way to go.
Coach, tomorrow is All Saints Day, 15-year anniversary of your first win up at Boston College. Is that always a special time for you to reflect on?
What did you say it was?
15-year anniversary.
Saints Day?
All Saints Day, November 1st.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was a Catholic school you beat, too.
Okay, well, there you go.
You know that this week.
Hey, I need an All Saints Day. Yeah, I guess that is. Yeah, that was a good day. It was a good day. It was an amazing start to where we are. We had a lot of adversity back then, I can tell you that. And there wasn't many people sitting here in this room that thought I'd get the job. That's for sure. And you probably definitely wouldn't think I'd still be here 15 years later.
No comment.
But anyway, no, that was a cool moment. Appreciate you reminding me of that. You've been the glass half full guy here lately. I need one of them. Thank you for that.
You ever say ass on your show before last night?
Probably. I don't know.
'Cause-
Probably have.
Yes.
I've said a lot worse. Certainly not perfect. That's for sure. I'm far from it.
It's in the Bible.
There you go.
Some
I've said a few not in the Bible. I'm proud of it, but
Jawbone
thankful
of
I've
an
got
ass.
a God that forgives me.
some clarity on this pruning you're talking about. Is there any pruning that you think you need?
Me?
Yeah,
In what regard?
I'm just curious. You mentioned
I'm trying to shed a few pounds. Prune about 7-8 pounds off of me. I got a few friends I need to prune. I've got some pruning to do. Yeah, I guess makes us all better. Like I said, that's just. I think the struggle brings out the best in some, it brings out the worst in others, and it's honestly I've always just embraced it, and when things don't go my way, I lean on my faith. I know some of y'all get tired of me mentioning my faith, but I'm sorry. I mean, Jeremiah 29:11, it's God's plan, man. It's not mine. And anytime I've been pruned in life, I've come back better. God took me out of coaching. I didn't like it. We got pruned in 2000, December of 2000, my last game in Alabama, and all of a sudden couldn't get a job. And, I got taken out of coaching. I mean, 8 years of coaching. I know everybody thinks I was just a real estate agent when came to Clemson. But 8 years of coaching, that's all I'd ever done. And then all of a sudden I can't get a job. And we're all fired, and I got 2 little kids, and a mortgage, and student loans, and I got to go to work. So, but God, that was an 18-month pruning process. And, I didn't like it, but God, even though I was producing good fruit, again, even healthy trees need to be pruned, and so you can produce more fruit. And those 18 months out of coaching helped me bloom back better than I ever was. Made me a better coach. I think made me a better father, better husband. Gave me a much deeper appreciation for, the privilege of being able to lead young people. The grind, 2-a-days, meetings, long night, late nights. It gave me clarity. It gave me clarity of what I really knew I wanted to do with my life. It gave me complete clarity of what I was called to do. And then God brought me here. And so, again, I've just experienced too many times in my life. Again, I'm 53. There's a lot of these guys have not. I mean, this is, again, I've had many times in my life where it didn't go the way I wanted, and I was mad, angry, frustrated, disappointed. But then time goes and God's plan is revealed, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. And I look back and I'm like, man, thank you, God. I mean, I'm just so thankful. So thankful that it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. And then I look back, and again, I'm thankful for all the things in my life. I mean, again, the things that were the greatest struggles and liabilities in my life were my greatest assets in life today. The things that I literally hated as a kid, struggles that I had to deal with, things that we all go through at times, and you question why. I mean, I wouldn't change any of that now, because it really, but I've got a clarity and I have a different perspective, you know, and that's my opportunity and my responsibility to not let this moment slip by without really teaching a bunch of young hearts and souls who are really hurting because something in life hasn't gone the way they want, something that they love, something that they've worked really, really hard for has not gone the way they planned it. And so it's a great opportunity for me to teach, and I take full advantage of that. I relish that. And again, you try to do it all the time, but the soil's fertile right now, and you know, that's my responsibility.
Sorry to keep shifting to Notre Dame, but they like to run a lot of rub routes down near the end zone with stays. Is that pretty familiar for you guys?
Oh, yeah, bunch of bunch sets, a lot of bunch sets, and you know, again, they'll give you some really tough presentations because the run game and then the boots and stuff will come out of it, and then Hartman is really, he's poised in the pocket, you know, as far as getting him on the perimeter and you know, creating some of that stuff with disguising off the runs. He's a good faker. He really takes a lot of pride in his fakes. I mean, but he's at that point in his career where he's, you know, he's like calculus 2, right? And so just the little nuances of the position are very natural to him right now. But yeah, we got to do a great job of communicating, passing things off, IDing what we're doing, because we will definitely see some rub routes and a lot of misdirection.
Any questions for Coach from Zoom?
Hey Dabo, David with ESPN. You talked a lot today about sort of looking back at adversity, and I was wondering, when you kind of compare where Cade was, the interception he threw against Notre Dame last year was probably not one of his favorite moments from his career, but